It's time to talk about PEZAMANIA. Yay! Welcome back, PEZ collectors. Roxy and I are here to share my room hopping experience from PEZAMANIA 35, which is in 2026 this year, and it's the longest running and the largest PEZ convention, and Roxy has gotten to go to three PEZAMANIAs, and she's gone to the Austin PEZ gathering. She's a PEZ convention pro by now, I think. She just pouches it up and lets the pets happen. Yeah, everyone wants to say hi to you. She's a good way to talk to people. So everybody always wants to say hi to Roxy. We met a lot of new people this year, didn't you, Roxy? It's like every time I was in someone's hotel room filming or like walking through the hall, we got stopped. I want to pet your dog. Can I pet your dog? Who is this? Like, I don't know. Lots of comments. And I'm sure Roxy really enjoyed it. Right, Roxy? Well, I have lots of footage from me, Roxy, Greg room hopping, and I met some other PEZ collectors. So you'll see all of that in the upcoming footage here. Going to PEZAMANIA is always a lot of fun, and I think part of the fun is I get to share it with you guys here. So I guess let's get started. Day one, going down to get a coffee.
It's like day 7 for them, day 1 for us. I don't know if we'll get coffee or not, we'll see.
We're gonna go down and get coffee, maybe. And then we're gonna get our registration packets, and Roxy is all pouched up and ready to go. Lots of PEZ content coming. We did pick up our registration packs, and I shot a whole video of me unboxing everything. You might see some items behind me here from that box. So just go watch that video. I was gonna put it in this room hopping video, but this got pretty long. Like one of the first rooms I went into, I saw these Rooster PEZ on cards. It's something I haven't seen like outside of pictures before. The person was asking, I think like $250 for one, $225, $250 I want to say. And I really debated it for a while because, I don't know, that was like one of the first rooms I walked into and I was like, should I buy something right away? So I just kept on going. They were also selling a bunch of FEB bunnies, and this wasn't the only like stack of FEB Fat Ear Bunny PEZ that were at the convention, which I thought was kind of neat. Not that we need anymore in the collection. Lots of really fun sales sheets in this room. I don't know what this is. I keep thinking that this over here, it says, "Hey kids." I keep thinking that's a Casper on there. You see that? Mm-hmm.
Do you have this balloon with the light blue stem?
Oh, no. I don't think so. No IMC.
No. Pretty cool.
Then we went into this room and it was full of really cool, more rare, I should say, vintage PEZ. Some stuff not so rare, some stuff rare, but some pretty cool stuff. Even if we didn't buy anything, it was really fun just to look through it and see what kind of rare stuff is out there. And oh look, a red-headed panda and a yellow-headed panda. We might need to start a panda counter on this video because I did find a lot of panda PEZ out shopping. And if you don't know, I do have a pretty large panda PEZ collection, and I'm always looking for variations or package variations that I don't have to add to the collection. So it's always fun to look for panda PEZ when I'm at conventions. Roxy, are you ready to go room hopping? We're gonna go back out. It's Friday night. Oh, it might be Friday afternoon. But I want to go back and room hop before game night tonight because people will close their rooms for a couple hours to go play Matchamania. And I still haven't gotten to everyone's rooms yet. There's a lot of PEZ to look at. Roxy's like, not again. Can I stay in the room? Like I mentioned at the beginning, we got stopped so many times. So many times. Because of this little sweetie. Hi, Roxy! But thanks to everyone who was kind and wanted to pet Roxy and welcomed us into their hotel rooms.
First floor.
Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Is it a full-size dog? So cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so
fast terrier. Her name's Roxy.
Hi, Roxy. Oh my goodness.
She likes people.
You're so cute. You don't mind, Roxy. Hi, pretty girl. Well, have a great time.
She probably wants to take a nap, but you know.
Sorry, Mama's got stuff she wants to do, right?
Yeah. This is the board with all the rooms to go room hopping. Are you going for a little ride? If you're just starting out being a PEZ collector, go into a PEZ convention. You could just buy all kinds of like $1 PEZ or cheaper and start a pretty large collection like right away. And also, if you miss out on any limited edition releases through PEZ.com or PEZ International throughout the year, you'll find a whole bunch of them for sale at PEZAMANIA. It's almost a little bit too much if you ask me, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's not on my radar to buy that stuff, but I'm more on the hunt for vintage PEZ nowadays. But I think it would be very helpful if you guys didn't have them already and you were just happened to go to PEZAMANIA. You can go next year. Lots of cool PEZ International variations in this room. And all those crystal heads. Roxy's nose gets in a lot of shots. Going off to the next room. There's so much PEZ to look at. I should have counted how many rooms I went into, but I don't even show all the footage that I have from all the rooms. I don't even shoot video in every room. It's a lot. This person was selling some pretty cool variations. Like some Barky Browns and Barkinas. Oh look, more limited edition PEZ. And there was a whole box full of PEZ and cellos, which was kind of neat. For the past couple of years, we've been more into buying PEZ in packages, like cello or on card that are vintage. And it's always neat to see that stuff for sale. Some really cool striped cards as well, and lots of vintage PEZ. So much stuff to look at. I like these yellow boxes. I think I pointed them out during the live stream on Saturday at the show. He had them all stacked up. But I was like, all those yellow boxes look pretty cool. Oh, this room. This is where I buy something. I finally bought something. Not an expensive find, but it's a find. Any guesses on what PEZ it is that I buy? Ah. Oh, I saw some pandas. I walked over and there was a box of pandas and I was like, orange bag. And I was like, orange bag? No way. I thought I hit the lottery there. I think I paid $10 for it. Oh, no, that didn't even include all of them. And I only paid $3 for the panda in the orange bag, which It's a pretty good deal. I just want the bag one, really.
Oh,
but I would
Oh, the bag
maybe
one, I have $3.
deal. Sometimes I spend $50 or more for like 1 or 2 pandas and bags on eBay, but I do get like a lot of PEZ to go with it. Oh my gosh, panda in the orange bag. What a rare find. They're not worth a whole lot. I'm probably the only one that ever seeks them out. I can't imagine other collectors even wanting these. I mean, this guy was like, I'm gonna sell mine at PEZAMANIA. I wonder how many years this collector brought this panda in that box to PEZAMANIA to sell this. I also bought a couple pandas too that were in that bag. There's another one down there, but I need to clean it. It looks a little dirty. And usually, see if I can do this with one hand, they have clear sleeves, but this one I saw had the seafoam, which, I mean, it's not super rare. I have quite a few of these in the collection, but whenever I find those, I think I paid $2 each for these, so I paid the guy $10 total because he did want a little bit more for these and I talked him down. But, you know, time to negotiate if you can, especially on pandas. I mean, they're rare because they're not made anymore, but they're not that rare. I have a lot. It's also really fun because the guy I bought this orange bag from, he says he remembers buying the Halloween box that this came in. So I collect pandas. Panda PEZ, I have a whole bunch.
Okay,
but
yeah.
the panda comes in the orange bag.
I bought that in a Halloween.
You don't have the
display.
box, do you?
No, it was years ago. But it was orange, it was the pumpkins, and it was a Halloween thing.
Oh, you mean it seems so out of place to be with
Yeah.
They were in it.
Yeah.
It definitely was in a Halloween
assortment
counter display.
Yeah.
And I thought it was weird, and I think I did buy a few of them at the time. But
Yeah. I haven't found a box, but I have a whole bunch of these
I don't think there was
in a box.
I don't think there was a picture on the box that would have shown it. I just thought it was out of place.
But throughout the whole convention, these past, I don't know, few conventions I've been going to over the years, I've been looking for a Halloween box, maybe like a complete Halloween box with the Panda PEZ in it. It might have came with Peter PEZ in orange bags as well. Maybe even whistles in orange bags or trucks in orange bags and then some Halloween PEZ mixed in. That's something high on my list to find. So hopefully someday. Found some pandas. One in an orange bag. Let's keep shopping. Oh, so much Disney Parks PEZ as well. So if you can't go to the Disney parks, people are always selling these. Okay, next room. Looking for vintage or cool stuff. I don't know if it's just because I've been collecting pretty hardcore for the last 4 years doing Erin Collects PEZ, but it seems like I'm at a point where I'm looking for like more unique, rare items than just like newer stuff that was released the last few years or more. Seems like I'm checking a lot of those boxes lately, trying to make videos or just buy stuff here to open on the Saturday morning PEZ and Coffee live stream with you guys. So I'm always looking for more rare or vintage stuff to buy. So I think I was having a hard time finding something I really wanted to buy because also my budget wasn't like super big, I guess. I don't know. I think just going around and looking at the PEZ in the rooms, even if I have it, is still a lot of fun. This is Roxy.
Can I pet?
Yeah, she's sweet.
I miss my puppy at home. You're such a cutie.
It's really fun. Since I showed that Peter PEZ flag, I walked in his room and I was like, hey, I know you like Peter PEZ. Do you have any of the glow in the dark Peter PEZ for sale? I just had to ask because that's always another top PEZ on my list. I do have a few of them here. I have 2 up here in the collection, but I'm always looking for more of the glow in the dark Peter PEZ, which are also really hard to find. I don't think people realize that they're Peter PEZ glow in the dark. If you're at home by your PEZ collection, turn off the lights and see if your Peter PEZ glow in the dark. And if you have an extra one, let me know. The Peter PEZ I have up here are the neon pink and the neon purple. Those are the stem colors. So I think there's green and yellow. orange, like an orangey red color too. I think there's 5. So they do exist. But I asked this guy, because he had the Peter Pez flag, and it reminded me he was a big Peter Pez collector. And he's like, oh yeah, I have like rows of them. He showed me a picture of all the glow-in-the-dark Peter Pez. I think that's where they all went. That's a joke. I always joke people hoard the Pez. Like, I hoard all the pandas. I know people who hoard other specific Pez. And I think that's a lot of fun. So hopefully one day I'll find more Peter Pez that glow in the dark. But at least I have 2. That makes me super happy. And it was really fun hunting for them as well. Did you make these too? That's fun.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, made those. Made the earrings, made those little standy up guys.
I'm going to have a whole PEZAMANIA haul video coming really soon. There's so much stuff. I showed a few things on the Pez and Coffee live stream this past Saturday. But I have a whole bunch of stuff down on my kitchen table area that I unpacked, but I need to bring it up here, but I don't want to bring it up here until I clean out the studio, and I need to put it away soon because I will say a lot of it is vintage Pez on cards. Really cool stuff. Oh, look, panda. That little pouch was super cute. And then I was in someone's room. I was filming and this guy came up to me and he's like, oh, I like your videos, or, you know, something. And I was like, oh, cool. Then, you know, thanks for the support. And then he goes to tell me, like, I didn't recognize him, but he goes to tell me that he is Bill Clark. And he was one of the founders of PEZAMANIA back in 1991, along with Richard Geary, you know, the guy that made all the Pez, like, collecting books back a while ago. A lot of people have them in their collection. I have some of the books here. I thought that was really cool. So we kind of freaked out, I think, that we met each other. I don't know, but you never know who you're going to meet at the Pez conventions.
My name's Bill Clark, and me and Richard Jerry started the first Pez convention back in '91. It's been going on ever since. And when we first got started, we didn't know what we were going to do. First we decided, hey, we'll have a Pez club. Then we was watching a game on TV, seeing they were having a convention in Cleveland. So that's when we decided to do the convention. And it just went on and went on and went on.
Hey, Erin fans.
Cool costume.
Thank you.
That's Peter Pez behind there. This room had a lot of really neat Japanese Pez items in it. Like, everything you see here is stuff that's only sold in Japan. It really makes me sad that they don't sell all this stuff here. What are the tiny shoes? But I also think I really like a lot of the Japanese Pez items because most of the time there's a panda item, a panda on the item. See what I'm getting at? And if you want to help get a Buc-ee's Pez made, because you know every time you stop at Buc-ee's and they don't even sell Pez, it's really disappointing. You can scan the QR code there. Help them out. Panda. This collector, he was selling the Kid Guard Pez. Now these aren't the ones that were sold here in the US. These are the ones that were sold by Pez International, and they're limited to 50. It's the one with the little art poster inside the box. And then it has the printing of the signature and the number down the stem. And I was so close to buying this, but they wanted $280 for it. What do you guys think the value of these should be right now? I feel like maybe they're a little high because they are new, but they only made 50 of them. So maybe I should have bought that. Just looking at the picture, I should have bought that. Lots of fun paper products like stickers, lots of Pez International items. See all the new releases. Are you having fun?
Oh yeah, lots of fun.
Do I look really shiny? Oh, you know who I saw?
Who?
Sunshine Tuna.
Oh yeah? Where's she at?
She wants to ask you why you're so glistening. Oh, and more pandas. They're selling a favorites box of Pez. And then usually there's whistles or pandas in them.
Got some Lego white chocolate candy. I'm gonna try it. It's actually almost too fun to eat.
Yeah.
Not that fun.
Is it pickle flavor?
No, white chocolate's good. You'd like it.
Panda. And that's a 2 candy pack panda. And someone didn't buy that? Or at least not by Friday? You guys are missing out on cool stuff for your collection. Do you have any pandas in here? In the orange bag?
Which ones?
Panda?
Pandas?
It would just be in the plain orange.
Oh, you're talking the package itself?
Yeah.
I probably do, but I'm trying to think where it would be. That.
Oh yeah, the Garfield ones come in the
Yeah, they all come in
orange
different.
too.
Yeah, orange and whatever. Yeah, green, blue. Yeah. Well, you got me stumped. Yeah, I don't. Okay.
It's weird to think that they came
Yeah,
in
it
the orange,
is.
but they didn't. What is that? What is that?
Then come with me.
What is that? Wait. There's a panda. I may have bought one. That panda one right there.
What's your dog's name?
It's Roxy.
Roxy?
Yeah.
Roxy.
Panda and Priscilla. That panda might have went home with me as well. But not until the Saturday show. Make sure you guys check out the live stream of me and Greg, Roxy shopping from the convention floor. It's a lot of fun. That's where we bought most of the PEZ that we got during the convention. Panda.
Cheese.
Say something about PEZ collecting.
Expensive.
There you go. So we left St. Louis here to go to Cleveland on Thursday. We left about noon because by the time we packed up the car and got out of here, it always takes longer than you think. And got on the road. I had a call at I think 7 Eastern time with a library in Kansas, and they asked me to speak on a Zoom call because they're like little group at the library. They watched the PEZ Outlaw and they couldn't get a hold of Steve Glue, and I think they reached out to another collector in Kansas, and I don't know, that didn't go through either. So they found me online. I joined the Zoom call and we chatted about the PEZ Outlaw and just PEZ collecting in general, which was a lot of fun. So I was on that call for maybe an hour, and I got off the call and I'm looking out the window and I'm like, why is it so hazy? Well, we were driving through a lot of rain and like stormy weather a lot of the way up there, and I was like, oh, it's just maybe it's gonna rain again. And I looked at my phone on the weather app and it was like forest fire haze. It was gross. So basically from, I think it was either Cincinnati or Columbus, I'm not 100% sure because I was on the phone, and then as it got dark, it was like we were driving through fog from there all the way up to Cleveland. It was pretty crazy. I never experienced like forest fire smoke like that. We're really close to Cleveland, maybe like an hour away from PEZAMANIA. It's crazy outside. But living here in St. Louis, we don't usually get forest fire smoke. If we do, we did yesterday because it was kind of hazy here, but nothing on the comparison of what I experienced going up to Cleveland and being in Cleveland, like how smoky, and it was crazy. I don't know if it's the same forest fire, but there still are fires burning and the smoke is coming here to St. Louis. I don't know what it is like today because I haven't gone outside. I've been working on this video. Made it to the Holiday Inn. Still smoky out. You can see past the dirty window, you can see all the smoke in the air. It's still pretty hazy out. Roxy, are you having fun? There you go. A lot of you guys got to meet Roxy or see Roxy again today and give her pets. She's a little bit tired, so she's a little grumpy right now. You can see. You look a little grumpy? She's probably due for a nap. So far, PEZAMANIA has been fun. We went room hopping for hours today. I didn't buy much, but I do have my eye on a couple things that I like. So fingers crossed if I do go back to buy one, it'll still be there. I didn't even know it was happening before we got there. I guess I should turn on the news every once in a while. But after dinner, I was like, hey, let's go to a boba shop. I always like to look for a new boba shop to go to. We did find one and it was a lot of fun just to get out of the hotel. Because of the smoke, I think we did DoorDash a couple meals to the hotel. We didn't really leave. Usually I look forward to the nicer weather in Cleveland because here it does get really, really hot and humid. And they have usually nicer weather than here. And I always look forward to that. But we didn't even like get to go outside and experience that, which made it feel kind of even more weird. It was like an eerie couple of days. Stuck inside of the PEZ hotel. Look how like hazy it is. You can get past the bugs on the windshield. It's 11 o'clock. Game night should be over. We're gonna go back out room hopping for maybe like an hour at that and hopefully find some good PEZ to buy. I don't know.
You didn't like your boba, did you?
No, I did, but I got me the cake and I just can't eat no more sugar.
Oh.
So far, we found some good PEZ, but I don't know, we haven't bought much, but there are a couple I was eyeing up earlier, so I don't know, we might go see if those are still for sale or find something else. What do you think, Greg?
Let's buy something.
Okay, let's go. I got a key, I think. Do you have a key? Gray's got his protein shake. It's 11 o'clock.
Gotta get those gains.
He needs his protein to keep going. It's tiring. You ever come to PEZAMANIA? It's tiring.
People stay up too late.
You're only here for a few days, or like us, 2.5 days. 2 days and a little bit more, so you gotta squeeze in what you can. Look at this air.
I don't know, why does this thing have to be so hard?
No. It's 15:12, so it's 11:45, and it seems like everyone has their rooms closed up. Usually at PEZAMANIA we go room hopping pretty late on Friday night, so I don't know. Everyone's turning in early, it seems like. But we did buy a couple things tonight, and it'll be fun to share with you guys. Great. What do you got there?
Oh, I bought a lot of cool stuff. I got this, whatever this is.
That's the Maryland PEZ Gathering.
And then I got two of them.
They're 2026. They're popcorn.
I like them.
And what's that big thing you got?
Peter Pez is gonna give me nightmares.
Well, that was pretty much all of Friday. I did film a lot. It's always so hard because I want to shop for PEZ, but I also want to shoot video. Come! There she goes. There she comes. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my room hopping video, and if you haven't caught on by now, check out the Saturday PEZ and Coffee live stream of us shopping at the PEZ main show on Saturday, which is the next day after I shot this video. There's a lot of PEZ. Like, you think this is a lot in this video, you're gonna see a lot more. Lots of different stuff too. Roxy? And different people and collectors as well. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on fun PEZAMANIA content still to come. And more PEZ videos. If you want to help support the channel here, I do have some new memberships. Hit that join button right underneath the video and check it out. Any support helps. Just watching my videos, thumbs up, commenting, sharing my videos with other PEZ collectors. I really appreciate all the support. Can't do it without you guys. And I guess that's it. See you soon. Bye. Roxy, close out the video. Those people are filming too. Oh my gosh.
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf. Full of dust, you'll know it's me and from nobody.